Hello, this is a Supademo walkthrough of the mill ULS system. Just a note before going through this video, you still must attend a laser cutting demonstration or workshop to use this machine at the mill. This is just a demonstration of how to use the software setup. So getting started, we're going to start with Adobe Illustrator and how to prepare your files in Adobe. So getting started, you're going to open up Adobe Illustrator on one of the mill laptops and select New File at the top left. And then it's going to open up this new document page. So you can select from a variety of artboard templates up here, or you can put in your own custom one. And you're basically going to name the file, whatever it is that you want your print to be named. And then make sure you change your points into inches for this tutorial. We're going to use that. But you can also change it to your preferred unit. You can adjust the height and the width of your artboard. We suggest making your artboard the same size as the material you will be laser cutting. You can also make it the size of the print bed of the actual laser cutter, or you can make it to be the bounds of how big you want your laser cut design to be. So in this example, we're going to do 3 inches by 2 inches. And then you can orient it to be landscape or portrait. You also want to make sure that you change your color mode to RGB, because that is what the ULS laser system reads. And then you're going to select Create at the bottom of the menu. So it's going to open up your artboard like this. From there, you're going to select File and then Place in the drop-down menu. And then you're going to select whatever it is that you're printing. Select your image and then select Place. It's going to place it in here, and you can drag and drop to make it as big or small as you want. And so now it's placed. If you want to make just a regular square, ellipses, circle, polygon cut line for your shape, you can click this tool right here and then select one of these, and then as the video is showing, drag and drop it over your design. It's gonna immediately fill it, so you want to make sure that you click the fill button and then click this box right here that has this little red line, and that is going to remove the fill from it. So you should be able to see your design. And then after that, you're going to select the stroke color. And for lines that you want to cut, you just want to make sure that it's any color other than black. The laser cutters at the mill are very smart, so they're going to be able to tell which ones are black and which ones aren't. And whichever black lines or pixels are in your image, the laser cutter is going to engrave that. So now you've successfully created a simple cut line for the laser. If you want to make a more complicated cut line and one that follows the edge of your actual design, we're going to also look at how to do that real quick. You're first going to go to the Layers tab at the right, and then click on these 3 little bars right here, and that's the Layers menu. And then you're going to click Duplicate Layer 1. It's going to make a copy, and then you're going to want to lock the layer underneath it to make sure that it doesn't alter the image. So now you're going to select that layer copy, and then you're going to go down here to where it says Image Trace under the Properties tab. And then you're going to click on Silhouettes right here. This is basically going to turn your entire image into a quote-unquote silhouette, and so it should block out the entire image. As you can see, Illustrator drew over the image. So next you're going to click on this button that says Expand. And it should release all of these things. So Here, Illustrator, it left a small gap in this image trace. So in order to remove gaps from the image, you want to make sure that you release right here. And then you click on this button right here, that is the Unite button, to combine all the vector lines within the image trace. So this works for really complicated images that might have a lot of gaps that the image trace doesn't catch. And this can be nice for that. And then yeah, you want to follow the same steps as before. So now you're going to click on the fill. It's going to be black this time, and you're just going to click again that no fill sign. And then you also want to change the cut line to be red. And then now you have it. So now you've made this image. The next thing that you're going to go to is File, and then you're going to click Save As, and then save your file as an Illustrator file on the USB flash drive. You can also use PDF, but we found at the mill that these laser cutters read the .ai files the best, so if you can, save it as an AI file. So yeah, we're going to save it, press OK, and then now you're ready to use the laser. So next we're going to look at how to interact with the ULS interface. The laser cutter first shows you the last file that was cut on the machine. So in order to go to your file, you're going to click these 3 bars at the top left, and then click to import a new file, select the control files from the menu. You're going to click on this little blue plus sign down here that says import. And then you're going to click choose files right here, and then import the desired file from the USB drive that you plug into the system. After you've done that, you're going to click on recipe right here, and this is basically to set the proper settings for the laser speed and the power based on the material that you're using. We have this button called Mill Presets on the recipes, and this should have all the materials that you're able to use on the ULS laser cutters. So these are the only approved materials that are able to be laser cut. Anything else we don't allow to be cut on these laser cutters. You're going to click on what you're using. For this example, we're going to use General Woods Mill, and click OK, and then you're going to select Import. It's going to load your design right here, and then you want to click on the file to open it. Once you finish setting up the control file, now we're going to finish setting up the control file with the laser cut. In the top right corner, you can open this button right here that says Control File Settings. And this is going to let you assign a different color to the different processes. So black lines and raster images are automatically assigned to engrave or raster, and other colored lines are automatically assigned to cut through the material, or like vector lines. So if you want to reassign a color, you can first select on either raster or vector, and then in the pop-up menu, you can select the plus sign and then the desired color from the drop-down menu. So let's say you use forest green and you want to cut that out. You can also reorder the processes by clicking and dragging to the assigned colors. So basically the processes will be performed starting from the leftmost color to the rightmost. The laser cutter can also take an image of the bed. So this allows you to overlay your control file on your actual material. First, how you'll do that is select this little camera icon at the top toolbar, and then select the eye symbol labeled door to take an image of the door from the laser cutter. This needs to be open. The lid of the laser cutter has to be open in order for this feature to work, or else it's not going to take the image properly. You can also look at how long the job will take. If you click on this little timer button up here, this is the estimation tool. And then you can click on quickly estimate to generate an estimate, or you can also use accurately estimate, but we find that quickly estimate usually works the best. And then it will also tell you the length of each process organized by the color. To change the position of your control file, you're going to select this button called Positioning at the top toolbar. From here, you can click and move around your control file to the desired location on the bed. So if you find that your material is somewhere else on the bed, you can move it to there. And then finally, you can select this little laser icon. That's the system operation toolbar. And then you can click on this blue play button to start.